am live. I'm going to double, triple, quadruple check that just to make sure. So I'm still here. I'm still here. I am still here. Let's see if I'm still here. I want to see if I'm still here. I'm going to Google right now, so you can't see me, but you can probably still hear me. And I want to make sure that this is a show that people can watch. YouTube Studio, thank you so much. Content, live. Okay, and we're just going to go and we're going to edit this real fast. I'm just doing this super fast. And we're going to put this on the Whatnot playlist, so you should be able to find it there later. Okay, it looks like it's up and running. Thank you so much. I'm going to exit out all this stuff so I don't break anything. How about that? Okay, so that is so good. So thank you, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. You got off to an amazing start, and that is always a good sign for a Whatnot show. It's taking just a second for the Whatnot device to power up, so I will catch up with you. Definitely look through the playlist. It's always gonna be at the bottom of my channel page, and there's a whole playlist that's dedicated to Whatnot. Now, this is really helpful no matter if you're a new seller or an experienced seller because you get to see my journey. And now I've been doing Whatnot for about a year, maybe even a year and a half. And so you'll see a lot of the beginner moments. You'll see when I got a lot more confident, comfortable, and we've had so many enhancements. So you'll see how the platform has really upgraded itself. And that's amazing. It is just one of the most fun things to do is live selling, and Whatnot is the platform that I've chosen for that. For live selling, I definitely choose Whatnot. I want to bring you down ever so slightly, and I know this, I don't want to make anybody nauseated, but okay. Yeah, and so the video does look good. I'm going to keep my eye on it. But yeah, YouTube's video has been coming out amazing quality. Definitely put in the comments if you've noticed that. It has definitely sharpened up in the resolution. Sound has been awesome. Today what I'm going to be selling is some assorted craft supplies. That's usually a pretty good starting point for me. And then I'll also work in some home decor. It's kind of funny because if I start in home decor or I call it a home decor show, I don't sell as much home decor as if I start in craft supplies and then just give people the choice, as we move through the show, if they want me to add in some home decor items. But this is the perfect time to be looking at your home decor because number one, Christmas is going to be here before we know it. And whether you celebrate Christmas or you don't celebrate Christmas, the whole decorating season revolves around it, right? So it starts in July and then it kind of just builds up until December and then it's really big. And if you're celebrating a different holiday, well, you'll definitely want to get a head start. So keep your eyes open. I'm going to try to sneak in some Christmas stuff today. And let me go to my Whatnot screen. It's taking them a little bit longer than scheduled, but I know there are a ton of shows. Whatnot is doing some really awesome platform-wide promotions. I will let you guys research that if that's something you want to learn about, but I don't pretend to be the expert. Usually for like special occasions and holidays, they sometimes will offer some kind of perk. I will tell you the thing that I'm doing today that I've not tried before. So this could work out extremely well, or it could be a flop. But I will confess to YouTube before I open up the Whatnot show. And I actually am going to have to get a little bit of water because I can already hear myself kind of drying out a bit. And so let me do that. I thought I had one close by, so I might just have to scooch past you, scoochy scooch. But yeah, I'm just getting water. So if you hear anything in the background, this is me getting water. Uh, I wish I had a bottle, and I reuse my bottles, so I try to be very eco-aware. Um, but I wish I had like a big bottle I could refill and enjoy. But I have. Ooh, this one's nice and icy. Well, that's the problem. It's like a block of ice. Oh my gosh, my refrigerator is so funny. Like sometimes it just gets way too cold in certain spots, though. It's not like everywhere. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to consolidate. So as you're hearing all of this, just understand I'm consolidating so I can have a big, big bottle of water, and I won't have to hopefully interrupt my show. Oh my gosh, I can see my neighbors outside. It is beautiful weather, nice and sunny. I want to sneak away and get to the pool at some point, but I know this is slightly distracting. Okay, so we're just getting water here. This is about as old-fashioned and old school as I can be. Otherwise, I have to like go down to the well and pump it myself. I don't think I've ever done that. Has anybody done that? I'm always going to be reading through the comments because you guys come back with some really fun moments and special stories that I enjoy sharing just as much as you enjoy offering those. Okay, so we are now to the point where I can do the Whatnot Live. So this can happen before a show, and it's always good to be prepared in advance. I don't pretend to be the person to follow that. Please don't follow my example. There's so many other sellers who are so amazing, who can help you get started step by step pre-show. And I put some information. Yes, we're going to go ahead and start our show. We're going to go live. Hello, hello, Whatnot. And so the camera's pretty close together, but not right on top of each other. So let's go ahead and make sure you guys can see me and I can see you. Welcome. Welcome in. So thank you for waiting and letting me get the show set up properly. You'll also be able to watch this on YouTube. So if you are traveling, driving, whatever, you can't give it your full attention, please don't drive and whatnot. But you can still access it on YouTube. And who do we have? Andrea. Well, happy 4th of July. Okay, so we are going to do a giveaway every 10 items. And I am doing something I've never tried before. So you guys are my test market. I have capped the shipping at $4. Yes, $4. So that should allow you guys to load up on a lot of good stuff. And I really want you to take full benefit from the shipping rates that we have on Whatnot because they will be going up next week. So let's really make this a holiday. And I have all these big boxes. This is like a flat rate, but I have bigger than this. We can go as big as we need to or as many as we need to, but I want you guys to get some good deals. So I hope that helps. Thank you, DB. So has anybody else done like a shipping promo? Because I know a lot of sellers are doing different things. I saw some crazy promotions. I saw a guy offering an iPad at, he was like starting at in the $100 range or something. It was a $600 unit. I don't have that ability, but I will work with you guys on the shipping. No problem there. So let's do the giveaway first. And I'll be very curious to see what the announcements are. I haven't seen anything come through yet, but we will have some slight increases. And with Whatnot, the 1 to 5 pound best rate on priority mail is just such a super deal. I hope it stays. I don't ever want that to leave, but you know, time moves on. And I hope you're having a good holiday because you know, I don't know. Today just seems to fall on the perfect day because it's a Friday. And for shipping purposes, this is my other secret plan. And I'm announcing this on YouTube so the world will know this. I don't think there's anything quote unquote wrong here, but since it is a Friday, Saturday doesn't count as a business day that shipments must go out. So if I can restart this show or any show, I think you can still, you know, keep that $4 max. and I'm going to try it. So we got to live a little, okay? Hello, the Postmodern Cat. I'm admitting all of my experiments with the shipping because it's $4 max. And I think if I restart this show, even if it's like technically after midnight, you're here to do the hot dogs. Do you want to co-host? People have been asking about you because your YouTube video has been doing so well. And I'm just going to hold up some fun stuff. So, yeah, you are one of those rare videos that has more than 100% viewing rate. And I held up a graph the other day. I think I might have recycled it, but it was pretty awesome. So congratulations. Okay, let's do this. We're going to do this as... So on this one, right now on the screen, your price may vary. I don't know if you're seeing $4, but you shouldn't be seeing more than $4. So we're going to start our auction. And this is the Golden Girls game. I did check this. It seems to have all the pieces and parts. And I'll go through that with you, but let's give ourselves about 30 seconds. So if you like the Golden Girls, this is fabulous. You see $4 and $4 shipping. So July 4th is working out well. So it's got all of the sealed packages inside. And so that's a really good, very giftable, but very usable also. And one of my popular shows was a Golden Girl trivia show before I had something like this. So I do my own research. We'll definitely have a winner, but I'm going to show you these sealed decks. So congratulations, DB. This is your first purchase. So let me congratulate you. And also mention, this is normally where I explain how Whatnot's shipping works. But since we're doing such a special promo of the $4 max, I don't think I need to over-explain that. Please don't, unless you need it. You do activities with seniors. This might be fun, 100%. I'm going to mention, similar, not exactly the same. I have a family member who works in healthcare, and they have like a little in-facility library, and she went through and picked out some books that I don't need to read a second time, but somebody else might enjoy. So I'm glad you were able to snag that. So good for you. I'm going to put your name on this box here, but we can get bigger boxes if we must. And oh, this is just delightful. You may be wondering about the giveaway because I am. How close are we? We're down to like the last minute. Okay, so if you win the giveaway, you will be able to name a character in my novel. The novel is finished. There are just a few name slots that need to be filled in, and okay. So I'm going to put this right on your box here, but we can always upgrade you to a larger size. So congratulations. So let's see who's going to win the giveaway. But it is Choose Your Adventure. You can read the prequel right now if you choose to. It's all digital, and you can just do a buy it now. You don't have to wait for the full novel to come, but it's coming. And so I have this few names remaining. So hopefully we'll find somebody who's got a really good name, or somebody you want it to be named after. It just can't be something, obscene, trademarked, or yeah. So like I think Barbie is the only one so far that people have wanted that definitely is a trademark. So I am glad you bookmarked me, and I'm 100% so glad that you saw me on YouTube. Baby Green Thumb, you've got a giveaway. So let's figure out which character you're going to name. And that's the beauty of Whatnot with YouTube. They just pair really well together when they're working. And it seems like both are working. I don't know if anybody's tested today's live stream, but I try to keep it active when I have the shows running. So you guys get a behind the scenes, and you get to see the show. Okay, this is the Deli Cashier. So Baby Green Thumb, well, that would actually be a really nice name for a Deli Cashier, but what would you like to name your character? And let's just give that one second or two. Oh, this is such a fun thing, seeing everything work so well together. I also do like to shop the platform, so if you guys have your own shows coming up, let me know when they are. And you're always allowed to announce that in the shows that I do. And if there's one that I should check out, let me know that too, because I can't just sell, and not reward myself. And I didn't see. Did I see Baby Green Thumb? I didn't see Baby Green. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. So we're just gonna do the username. Absolutely. Because it's Baby Green Thumb. It's a deli cashier. That is like amazing. It was meant to be. So that will be easy to find in the book also. Okay, I cannot lose this. I have to put it with the others. So I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm just putting it with the others. So we're really only about 9 away from our next giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway every 10 if you guys keep reminding me. So please do. And Savvy Finds, you had a flat rate show, and it bundled the boxes. You thought each box, even though the buyer bought multiple boxes, it was bundled. Yeah, those can get a little tricky. If you want to private message me, I can look and see the settings, but obviously you've got time to work through that because you're under no rush to get that out because today's a postal holiday. Saturday doesn't count, so you've got till Monday, so plenty of time to get that fixed. And Whatnot's customer service is amazing. Really, truly best in the business. And, the best customer service is the one you never have to use, but every time I have had any issues, they've always been beyond amazing. And I have a funny story to tell you guys. So I try to sneak those in, which is why I'm going to do this back scratcher next. You scratch my back, you get reduced shipping. So this one is actually, this is like real bamboo, and it's fun, but it's got like little massage wheels. So yes, I sell on Whatnot. I sell on other platforms. People know that. If they want to find me anywhere on the internet, you just search "Stay Home to Shop," one word, common spelling, even if you can't see the sign very well. And so every once in a while, hi Kat, I will get a notification from whatever site if a sale goes through. And so I got a notification. We have $4 maximum shipping, and we're doing $4 starts. So what a perfect combination for the 4th of July. This is an expandable strainer. For all of you who do a lot of crafting, this is perfect because you can put it over a sink, but you can really suspend this anywhere you've got 2 edges and make that, part of your crafting area. You could even stack some yarn in that. So we'll do that right there. And this is brand new with tags. So starting at $4, we've got these expandable strainers. Getting back to the story, I not actively but passively sold a book, and I got a notification. And this other site, I only do business with the best of the best when I choose which platforms to go to. And I just don't even have issues with it. But apparently there was an issue where the buyer, and I don't talk about my buyers, but the buyer opened up a request because it never arrived. But looking at the tracking, it had arrived before the request was even opened. And so I seriously did not know what to do. It's so rare I ever get a return or anything like that. I'm going to double that offer because I want to finish this story. It's just so rare. So I was going to their help page, and I'm having to find it because I don't use it a lot. And within 2 or 3 button clicks, the AI assistant had already resolved it. And I was like, thank you so much. So sometimes the computers are even faster than I would give them credit for. But Whatnot is amazing. And again, if you don't have to use customer service, that's a good thing. But they're getting really fast. Okay, so we're going to put these aside for just a second. Now, I do have kind of a special pair for you. This is a birthday board. It's a chalkboard, and it has these really nice rounded corners. I don't see any damage here. You might see a little bit of glare. But on this other board, I do see a dinged corner, and it's first day, last day. So the good news is the last day has the ding. The first day is in pristine condition. So this is great if you're going to do some kind of a workout challenge, some kind of a personal best goal, or whatever. But it does have a ding corner. I want to call that one out. But I will pair those up for you guys and run 2 for $4. So if anybody wants, this will slip nicely into most of the boxes that I use anyway. So really lightweight. And you get 2 chalkboards. So you get last day, last day. This little ding corner there, and you get first day. And thank you for the hearts. Now, on my screen, I'm seeing hearts. Are you guys seeing like hot dogs and stuff? Because that's something new I have seen. I use different devices for, for streaming and for shopping. So on the shopping one, I've seen like hot dogs and fun stuff coming up. Is anybody feeding me? Okie dokie. Well, I do want to get as much stuff as we can. So this is definitely less than a pound. It does have a call out. It has a little bit of a ding here. If you want to go over that with some gold paint, fine. Otherwise, most people would not have even noticed it. But this is a hexagon box, and you can use this to store your craft supplies. You can also use it if you want to put like some potpourri and just have that fragrance your space. How amazing would that be? And I like that it just gives you like a little peek of what's behind the gold. I think it's really cool. Very geometric. I bought too many, and that's not unusual. So let's see if we can find a good home for it. And you can also use it as a display riser, because I know you crafters are, sorry if you're offended, but I know crafters are very creative people, and they see things and imagine projects that I can't even begin to start with. Which is why this is a brand new With Tags pillow. It's never been used, but the little price tag has been removed, so it still has its little price tag holder. Now, what a fun thing. If you want to do some embellishing and make this into more of an artisan home good, I can imagine people doing some embroidery or like some yarn strands, and that would be just so unique. It's fine the way it is, and you also have a blank side. But, this is the kind of thing that I think is like a perfect craft pillow, because if you do shop the artisan home goods category, anything that has handwork on it tends to be a little pricey. But here's kind of a blank canvas you could start with. And as I mentioned, you don't have to, but you could have a unique one of a kind. So I really like that. And I'm just checking to make sure it has all its tags, which it does. 18 by 18. So standard size. This will also fit inside one of those shams if you've got decorative shams. And it is a more durable material. Okay, so I'm going to put this one aside. Do not be surprised if these things reappear, because we want to find good homes. So if it's just not with you, don't feel bad. We've got plenty more to go through. But I want to find a good home for everything. Okay, so this one says love, and this one says faith. And these are metal on a wood backing. So metal on kind of that wood look. And it's definitely got that authenticity. And so it's the pair actually I'm going to do for $4. So you're going to get both. So if you like one, take both. These are the only ones that I have in this style. On the back there are hanging slots so that you could hang them horizontally, which is how they would read. But you can also hang it vertically if you want to have a little more design flair. But, have some fun with it. And who am I seeing who's new? Amy, have I seen you before? And I think I saw Savvy at one of the seller support shows I've done. With YouTube and seller supports, it's so amazing because people find me from all over the world. And I've made some really good friends that way too, so I enjoy it. Okay, the other thing I'm going to show you guys is put your creativity caps on for just a second, because I do know I have 2 of these. Yes, I do. Okay, so these are 2 ceramic, so these are brand new, but these are meant to look like milk cartons. They may look like houses, but they both say cream. So if you have any desire to, use these for cream, they are going to be food safe, but you could also use it as like a small flower vase. Very giftable, very lightweight, and no chips that I'm seeing. So brand new condition, and these both are that beautiful blue. I think blue kind of comes in cycles, and I think it's back on trend this year. And let's just give it a second. If you guys have special requests, I always try to keep up with the chat, but I do sometimes miss them. So if I have missed any, repeat, please. I'm going to keep going because I want you guys to get as much as you can. Okay, so this is actually a little bowl, and it is handmade. I don't have that much information about this artist, but this is an actual finished ceramic piece. So because we're doing the July 4th $4 shipping, why not put it out there? So if anybody would like this, it is a little bit on the heavy side, but this will definitely fit within the flat rate boxes, and you guys don't have to worry about anything costing more than $4. So if you can bid, you can get it. If you can move your finger, you can get it. That's about the only requirement to participate on Whatnot. Has anybody seen a new commercial? I saw a commercial, and it's online, so I don't even know if that's what you call it. Maybe you just call it an ad. But I did see an ad online. I'm gonna just try to put this so it doesn't thing against anything. Okay, good. So next up, for a shopping site where it's like if you circle things, they can try to locate the product, which is pretty cool. Now this is going to be unique and one of a kind because it's a marble. So this is a marble wine bottle coaster. A standard wine bottle is going to fit inside here, and it's got the little protective feet. If you want to use this, because again, these are a little more pricey, not sold everywhere, but if you want to use it as a display pedestal, just turn it over because it's got a smooth underside, and you can just take these little dots off. So either or and both, you get the wine coaster, or you could use it for a display pedestal. Because if you've done any crafting, you want to show it off and share those. If you ever want me to see some of your finished projects, just send those photos through Whatnot. And I've seen some amazing things. I've actually seen people who are better at holiday tree decorating than I have ever been. And I am not rushing, but you know, Christmas in July is when it starts, and it just gets bigger and bigger every month until it's December, and then we start again next year. Okay, so fun stuff. Let's take a look. So one other thing I can do for you guys is I have this really pretty blue mug. This is not handmade, but looks handmade. This is a really pretty blue mug, and it has the speckle. Because of the speckle, it says you can, well, first, it is going to be food safe, but it says hand wash and no microwave. So just treat it a little more delicately, but perfect for teas. And we're going to start that one at $4. So this is what's running right now, $4. And once you've hit your max shipping, bid, buy, get as much as you can. And I'm going to try to keep that open as long as possible. If I restart the show, I'm going to try to restart rather than start a new show this weekend. But maybe Whatnot has already figured out that this is that perfect window where we could do that because, you know, we don't have to worry about shipping things out by tomorrow because it's a Saturday. Now I am back. I'm caught up on all of my shipping, and I do want to thank you guys because I'm back on 100% on-time shipping. And I had been there for a while, but then I had dropped. And I worked my way back up. So I will get you guys your stuff. This is just a party pack. So it's got a blue foil fringe. There's actually 2 of those curtains. It's got some baby shark stickers. This is like an under the sea thing. And then it's also got this holographic ribbon. So if you are into any kind of metallic crafting, this is perfect. And little baby sharks are just super cute. One thing I can suggest is if you do gift baskets, you can actually cut these and use that as like your topper, and that is it's gonna give a really nice visual. But also it's gonna, you know, definitely save you money because you won't have to buy as much filler. So you can just use paper underneath and then go over the top with some of these. You can even do that if you make your own paper shreds. In fact, I have a paper shredder that just cuts straight lines just for that purpose. And I have saved a lot of money over the years. Okay. But it's always fun to share my savings. Let me show you this next thing, which is the cutest little vinegar bottle. Now you can put a cork or a pourer. It will take either. But this is vinegar, and it's got this really pretty floral pattern that runs all the way around. And if you want to use it as a vase, I think it's pretty enough to do that. So this is for the vinegar bottle, and it's got this really pretty floral design. I need to like just let it be still for a second. I know that is one of the things I'm not the best at when I display the products because I get so excited. I start playing with everything. Ooh, which reminds me, I do have something else that I pulled just to be different, just to give you something special to look at. Okay, I'm gonna put this one right back here, and I'm gonna grab this, which is Monopoly, the Hallmark Channel Special Edition. Yes, and I have gone through. Now, the only thing I cannot guarantee on this is the money count. But other than that, it does have all of the charms. That's what the little pieces are called. They're called charms. And it does have all 6 different designs. I'm going to show you that. Let me actually get my display board here so I can put this down as I go through this. There we go. So much easier. Okay. So, as I mentioned, the money count I can't guarantee. But there is Monopoly money here. And the other thing is, I always tell people if you're watching just to enjoy the live show, go to the YouTube live because you'll get the full view, because you get the full side to side view. On the Whatnot, you do get this, you get the vertical view. But this is the game board. So this is Monopoly Hallmark Channel Special Edition, very good condition. And you can play this any time of the year, but let me show you all the charms you're getting here. So I'm going to just... Okay, so... because they tend to want to mix in with the houses. So here you are getting the snowflake, and you're going to get the wreath, and I'm holding in this other hand like a stocking. So that's 3 of them. There are 6 total. I'm putting those to the side. There's a little gift box. Does anybody play like hide the, well, in my family we play hide the matchbook, but does anybody play a fun game like that? Because you could use these also for things like that. You don't only have to use it as a board game because, have fun with it. And some people just have like those eagle eyes. They can see things. Let me show you. They can see things like a mile away. So I'm going to try to hide this. And I'm going to put it right in front of a similar color metal. Can anybody see the gift up at the top? Country Roads with Michelle, I have some good things to tell you. Can anybody see it? Does that stand out to anybody? Because I have family who would find that. So, oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. But yes, for those of you who have not met Country Roads with Michelle, you will definitely see on YouTube, she has a beautiful video that's a sample of some of what she sells. And we just had the most fun time making it. And, oh gosh, you had a really good stat that I was gonna mention. But yeah, your statistics are really good. What was it though? Because it's had several hundred views, and I want to say one of the statistics, I'll look at it later, one of the statistics was really, really good. What it was basically showing was YouTube has found your target market. That's the way I read that stat. And so, anyway, keep doing what you're doing. Because you did all the heavy lifting. So that's the holiday Monopoly set. We're starting this at $4. And actually, it won't make any difference to you, but I'm going to put this at £1. And like I said, it shouldn't change. So let me know if the shipping price changes, please. We'll start here. And please let me know if the shipping price changes. But I did listen. I heard, Michelle, I did hear. Yes, thank you for giving me a nice review. But I did hear you explaining to the audience, and I was like, oh my gosh, I sounded so bossy. That's how I heard it. They didn't hear it that way. But because you have a really smooth way of saying things, I think it's your background in radio. You can make anything sound good. If you ever want to co-host and sell some of this stuff, and I'll just go take a break, let me know. No, it's not beneath me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we are going to do the Christmas holiday fun pack, which are all the little odds and ends and goodies that are left over that I couldn't actually, I found after Christmas. So this is actually brand new. It's a little plush, but then I found these like poinsettias and these berries. So if you want to get that holiday head start, we will start our auction. And did the price change when I switched to listing? The shipping price, sorry. Well, actually both. Both should be $4. It should be like $4 to ship, unless you've already won. And $4 starting bid. So I'm just gonna keep my eye open. Pitman, interesting. And now that you mentioned Country Roads with Michelle, that you are in West Virginia, I started realizing I have family who's lived in West Virginia. Not present, but when I was a child, some of my family lived in West Virginia, and they said it's a really beautiful, picturesque area. So let me, woo! Okay, so now we're dropping things. So let's keep it going. I'm sorry, I'm just having to reach here. This one is actually a really good one because it's like a vintage style, but it's new. So it's a vintage style clear glass bottle. It's got like that old school aesthetic. It does work. No problems there. You can fill it with lotion. You can fill it with hand soap. You can fill it with whatever you choose. So I'm going to start this at... and eventually I need to change back to lightweights because I don't think this is even a pound. But with Whatnot shipping rates the way they are today, I don't know that I'm going to be making exactly that claim in a week or two because everybody's going to pay a little bit more for postage. But if you send out holiday cards, maybe it's a good time to go get a roll of stamps because the price is going to go up 5 cents per stamp. But if you get the forever stamps, you can get it at the lower price now. But let's worry about that when we have to actually pay that price. For now, we can get it on today's low price special. Now, this is a really pretty snowflake mug. And it's very giftable if you want to put like some cocoa or some coffee in it, or if you just want to start using it. Because it's really, I mean, isn't that gorgeous? This is going to be 20 ounces, and it is, it says Snowflake Soup Mug, and it's microwave and dishwasher safe. I wanted to double check. This is the only one I have in this style, but what a good thing to treat yourself to, because you can enjoy soup any time of the year. In fact, one of the things I've done just for a quick like lunch is I'll get some miso. I don't know if people know what it is. It's a Japanese like paste, and I'll just put it in hot water, and it's like the easiest soup. And there's a lot of them though that you can get in a packet, and you don't really have to do much cooking. You just have to wait. But this is a snowflake soup mug. Yes. So we are pulling out some of the fun ones. Let's keep it going. Oh, you know, the other thing I want to show you guys. Ooh. This is a deal. This is a pitcher that's brand new with tags, never been used, but would make a really nice serving piece. It is food safe, but it says don't use it in the oven, which good to know. So it's got this really nice white glaze with these raised dots. And I like it not only for potentially using it to serve your beverages, but also as a vase. I think this would make a really cute flower vase. You know the ones I'm talking about. And usually this shape I've seen like more in a metal, but this you wouldn't have to worry about rusting at all. And sometimes the rusted ones have a lot of charm. So we're gonna start this at $4 and see if we can find a good home for it. But it's got a nice nice big handle. So this is for your heavy duty pouring. And as I say that, I want my water. I know the bottle says tonic. I poured it out because I just need a big water bottle. Okay, so we may see that one pop up again. I'm going to also hold on one second. What do we need to do here? Because I want to try to give you guys some good value. Oh, these are super cute. These are okay. Well, these are not exactly color matched, but I only have one of these gray grill. It's a round baked dish, but it'll leave that grill pattern and perfect for serving. So you can use this year round, and obviously if you put your food on a warm plate, it's going to help keep it warm. We're going to start the gray one. I only have one gray one. It doesn't weigh a pound though, but I'll leave it for a second because it's not going to change anything for us. And this is just so I think it's just such a perfect size. Perfect for like a little like side of veggies. You could even put a hamburger on it. That would be really cute and delicious. And you can put this, let me verify. Yeah, it says dishwasher and microwave safe. So no problems there. Thank you, Country Roads with Michelle. Do not be surprised if maybe you get a surprise raid, because I intend to try to keep this show active as long as I can, and then maybe restart it later. So let's see if that shipping discount sticks around. Okay, so you all are some smart shoppers, by the way. I am going to do 2 white ones. These are the only white ones that I have. So I'm giving you the color selection I have. So if gray is not your color, you want to brighten things up, these are perfect. These actually, as I'm holding this to me makes a much more tailored under plate for a planter. I mean, doesn't that profile just look so much more elegant than most of the ones we get at the hardware store, which I shouldn't bash because I've sold them. And people on Whatnot, they love to buy outdoor and garden, and I've actually got some special things put aside just for you. Okay, so I'm gonna put these off to the side. The other thing I can do, and this is the last go around on these, but I have these. I have 3 of these. So I have 3, and we can just run it. So you'd be getting all 3, starting at $4. Your shipping will max at $4. So anything else you want to bid on later in the show, or you want to use your buy it now, absolutely use the discount the way it's going to work best for you. And hopefully that will outlive just one show session. They are tempting, aren't they? They are very, very tempting. Oh, pink is your favorite color? Well, that's good to know. Hold on a second. Let me put your... I'm trying to think if I've got anything else. I do. Now I'm thinking of all the random pink stuff that I have. Okay, you shouldn't have let me know that. There you go. And we can always make a comeback. Or if somebody wanted to do an assortment, as long as this makes it to a good home, I'm okay mixing and matching it. But yeah, so that is fun. And let's take a look. Let me take a look. I want to see what else is over here. Oh, these I pulled especially for this super savings. And let me change these back to lightweight. These are nowhere near a pound, but there's 3 of them. These are actually 6-inch plant basket hooks. Now you can use these for a lot of different things, and if your curtain rod will fit it, go right ahead, good for you. But these are you're getting 3. So they have the screw holes right here. Let me hold that in profile, and you're getting all 3 of them. So these are your metal plant hooks. And there's 3. Now, for those of you who do shows, keep track of anything you buy for your shows, for your backdrops, and let your accountant know, because you may be able to claim that as a business expense. I would encourage that, but my accountant is, I don't know, it's like they're on to me. Well, here's something else that's totally random. So why don't we do this? Let's do that. This is totally random. These are, well, Postmodern Cat, I hope you come back. You're always welcome to. But the shipping is really the super special right now. So these are actually LED lights that don't work, which is fine because they've got that wire so you can shape them, and you get more than this. And it's got this really pretty silver. So I just threw away the battery pack because, again, they don't work. But now you can make your own art. If you want to put these in a glass bowl, it's just got this really pretty silver metallic. So, and Kimberly, yes, I'm going to rerun those exactly as soon as we're done with this one. And I'll show you the pink grill pans. And there's 3 of them. Now, keep in mind, maybe put some of your jewelry and take a few photos. Might be a business supply. Or do whatever you want, but I love doing that too. I love self-shopping and then finding like, oh, no, actually it was for a design project, or it was for a visual prop. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to pull these off. So there are 3 identical, and you're going to get your max at $4 shipping. So for this it won't make any difference if I just run it exactly the way it is. So this is going to be for all 3. So you should see a $4 starting price and a $4 shipping. And then after, you won't see that $4 shipping anymore. But I will always want you guys to verify that for me, because sometimes the internet just does wacky things that are impossible to predict. Was it yesterday? I think yesterday maybe I rated into a show, and later as I was listening in, they were having some problems like bundling some shipping or something. So the other ones, actually, why don't we do that as a trio also? Because I've only got 1 white, 1 gray, 2 white. So these are the 1 gray, 2 white, and we'll run those. Same deal. If anybody wants to pick these up for $4. But yeah, they were having some issues bundling some shipping, and I thought, that can make a big difference. So let's take a look. Oh, and YouTube can't even see this. Usually YouTube sees a lot more, but since I really am showing off a lot of product, YouTube's only getting half the view. So if you want to come see it live on Whatnot, what you can do is go to the link in the YouTube description box, and if you use that link and you're new to sign up, there's a $15 shopping credit you can get started with right away. And so that's kind of cool. And feel free to introduce your friends and family to Whatnot. Okay, let's keep it moving. These are so fun. Now you have to be a women's size 8. Or, from what I understand, it would be a women's size 8, or I guess it would be a guy's, you subtract 1.5. So I guess it would be a guy's 6.5. So, but that doesn't seem right. But anyway, these are Aaliyah. These are perfect for summer. And I think it's Aaliyah. But do a search and verify for me if you can, because I don't want to give out the wrong information. I thought it was Aaliyah. But yeah, if it's Rihanna, that would be good to know. And these are new. They've not been worn. They did have plastic. I will show you the bottoms. Oh, you wouldn't know? Oh. Maybe I made an assumption. I wish I had a device I could do like a image search, but we'll come back to those. Whoever it is, we will find a comeback song for you. Okay, so now we are going to go back to, where are these? I think this might be all, which would be fantastic. I think this could be all of these that I have left. These are unicorn gold foil tablecloths. And so we're going to run these all one money, $4. Just want to verify sizes. Yes, they all are going to fit your standard table with 54 by 84. So that's what a standard folding table would be, or a table that would seat 6. And with this really pretty pattern, so I'll flip one over because you're going to get all 3. You could turn that into a background and make that your own fantasy land. And so you're going to get 3 of these. Yes. And they're all going to be that really pretty fantasy colorscape, which is so nice. And how are we doing on YouTube? We're still live. Good. It seems like sometimes I lose one, but the other one keeps going. In fact, I'm going to give the YouTube a little power boost. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm just doing this. Let's see how close are we. Okay, it buzzed or something, so I'm assuming that's good. Let's see. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, so when we get to 10, we are going to do another giveaway. And the giveaway is a one-of-a-kind because you get to name your own character in my novel. And we've had some really good, fun ones. This is an assorted party pack. And not everything is left inside, but these are like some honeycomb decorations and some happy birthday balloons. And the letters are all there, I believe. And it says HBD hashtag. So why don't we, let's just, you know what, let's just fill the box. Let's just do all 4. So you're going to get 3 of the foil tablecloths, which are unicorns, and you're going to get some fun assorted party pack stuff. What did I take out to use? I took something out of this, but it wasn't the letters. That's the pink. The tablecloth is 54 by 84. And you get 3 of them. And fantastic. Definitely have a winner. Please verify for me that it didn't charge any additional shipping, because you should already be free shipping. But we'll get it fixed. We have time to fix those things. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much. So it's working. It's working. Let's keep it working. Okay, now I want to show you guys some puzzles that are really cool. And I have a few different styles to choose from, but I have some that have never even been opened. So let me do this one first because it has been opened, but I assume it is complete and it has been retaped shut. This is going to have 1,000 pieces. And it's got all of your fun things that you'd ever want to ask for Christmas. It's Toyland, and it's got some of these nostalgic toys, like the guard, and there's like a monkey and just a robot. So fun. So this is going to be for the puzzle, and I have two other puzzles totally different. So I'll just show those to you after these, and that way we can somewhat stay organized. But you know, puzzles are fun, especially for crafts. I've seen people make like earrings and jewelry even, and great finds. Welcome. Uh, so let's let that run for just a second longer, and then I'm going to show you the other ones. I'll show you. There is one other 1000 that is factory sealed. So this is the 1000. And then this one, are we also factory sealed? Yeah. This is 300 pieces. So if you want a little bit of an easier project, but really look at the artwork, because the artwork looks like it's computer generated and it is hand painted. You can find an image of the artist online with this canvas. So isn't that really cool? It looks like you'd have to have a computer do it because she was so precise with it. But just how cool is that? Very retro, very giftable, very entertaining. Because you'd be able to match up all the different color squares. That would be a fun one to do. Okay, now let's do the other one, and we'll finish up the puzzles here. So we're going to do the Kodak. Look at those colors. Kodak, it is a 1000-piece puzzle. And this is taken in, I've got a little cheat sheet back here, Switzerland. It's Brienz Town and Flowers, Switzerland. And this is your Kodak. There will be a temporary hot dog break. Okay, that's okay, Kat. I'll be okay. You have a good meal, though. You know, this is one of the holidays you get to indulge. And speaking of which, I have, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so glad Postmodern Cat. Make sure you guys are following the Postmodern Cat. Fantastic shows, and occasionally a really, really good clearance clean out. But I have the metal grill liners that you can put for veggies on your grill. I have a ton. I have counted them. I'm not going to use them all by the end of this summer. So I'm happy to share those, and we can definitely bundle. Okay, let's keep it moving. I've got thing that comes in the pastel colors, and then this is 6 mini coloring books with the crayons. So if you've got crafty kids, go ahead and treat them or treat yourself, but you're going to get both, so you don't have to choose. And if you guys want me to pull the grill, the aluminum pan liners, I'm happy to do it. They're within about an arm's reach. They're just on the other side of the camera. And I even have them in a couple different sizes. But I have found they do make grilling a lot easier for me. Because, you know, it's nice to have a little bit of space between some of the grates so the things don't stick. Okay, so I'm going to put these right back, and we're going to keep things going. Oh my gosh. What do we have? Okay. Ooh. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have some specials because I don't have any more of these. These are wooden corbels. I took them out to demonstrate them, but they have not been used. So basically, these are going to be your decorative brackets, but I was actually using these as bookends, and they looked really cool. So you get a pair, and so if you were using them to support a shelf, this is how they would look. But if you're using them for bookends, they can sit this way, they can do the opposite. So you get a lot of variety here, and they're brand new in package. I can fit them both back in there, but you're going to get a set of wooden corbels starting at $4. How awesome is that? I don't have different colors. I don't have different styles. This is a one of a kind. So really good pickup. And Grace Murphy, welcome. I saw your name pop up. So this is for both. You're going to get both. I should also tell you, super easy installation, one screw. So one screw each, one piece of wood, or just use them as bookends. I'm going to put them back together in the box so they don't get separated. So give me 1 second here. I'm like the least patient person when it comes to this stuff. Oh my gosh. Is that how it goes? They fit snugly. So they don't, yeah, they fit like perfect. So if you guys want me to rerun, I can always rerun these. But let's find some more good homes for things. We are going to have a fun in the sun pack. I don't have any more of this. It's just a plastic cup that says Hello Summer. It's plastic, meant for the poolside. So if you drop it, don't worry about it. Have fun. And I've also got these super cute toddler girls flip-flops. And these are a size 7/8. And we're just bundling up. So you're going to get all of these things. And I'm also going to put back, or maybe put in, I don't think I showed it. Ooh! This was a show prop. It's an actual mask. It wasn't used for swimming. It was used as eye protection. But I'm gonna do the whole shebang. So you're gonna get a right. I know you guys love this stuff. Where else do you find such eclectic and unique assortments? So please don't tell me. But you get a ski mask, you get some sandals, and you get I don't want to say it's a wine glass, but and anything could be broken, but it's more of a pool safe wine glass. How about that? But yeah, you definitely don't want to have glass around the pool, for sure. And I wore this on a raid train where we did similar things where it was like the last of the last, and if people didn't buy it, we would smash some items, and so I had to have my eye protection. It worked, but I don't plan on doing that right now. Hopefully I won't have to do that. Okay. This is just because I cannot throw this thing away, because it's too pretty. This is a wind chime, and it's missing one pipe, but it's this really, really pretty... Oh, thanks, Stevie. Thanks for letting me know. Yes, definitely check as often as you can. If it says free shipping, then it's free. So this is a Froggy wind chime, and it's missing one of the pipes. It's a little tangled, but I just can't like bear to throw it away because it's got such a cute frog. And I guess you could take the wind chime away and just enjoy the frog, have it as like a decor piece, but very craft worthy for sure. And you also get the leaf. Yeah. Definitely. Okay, let's keep going. Oh. Well, I think, Postmodern Cat, did you give this to me? I think you may have given this to me. Let me see what's inside. Sometimes I just repurpose giveaways. There's a stamp that says super. There's a super stamp, and there's a sack that says sometimes you forget you're awesome, so this is your reminder. So did this come from you? I would feel mildly hesitant to sell it if it came from you, but then again, we sell things on the internet, so please don't be too offended. These are luxury premium wrapping paper, and they are so nice. I'm going to tell you, I've used one sheet, so I can tell you, it is really nice stuff. But this is that higher quality that I would rarely use, because it's just, again, it's a nice, thick, glossy sheet. And so, let's see, it comes in 3 patterns. I have 2 of this pattern. You're going to get the whole thing, by the way. I'm just showing you guys what's here. And then I've got 4 of this pattern. And I've got 1 of this pattern. And let me unfold this for you so you can see the butterflies. So all in, you're going to get 6 identically sized pieces. They're going to be this large. All the patterns are going to be exactly this size. And you're going to get 6 of them. So this pattern, 2 of the white, and then 4 of this style. And I'll tell you, it's got this really nice thickness to it. The way that I used it was to do a one-of-a-kind gift wrap where I actually took lace that I bought on Whatnot, and I had just kind of like some shorter pieces, and so I used that as ribbon, and I put this paper on because it's not something that you're going to see sold everywhere. So it was a one-of-a-kind gift wrap, and I think the person was really excited to get that. So it's very nice. Premium quality wrapping paper. You're going to get the whole thing starting at $4. Once you paid your $4 in shipping, it should start to say free shipping. And let us know if it doesn't. We want to get those shipping deals. Okay, so I'm going to put these back together, but yeah, really nice stuff. I need to go and let's see what else we're doing. Actually, hold on, if you're at all, oh wait, I have some trim, but let's run these first. You will notice that I do like to change things up quite a lot. So these are vases, but I've always used them as candlestick holders. I'll put candles in them, and I'm just redoing my dining room. So what a good deal. You're going to get both. Yes, you are. Summer Slice, you came in just the right moment. So $4 shipping max, entire show. No matter how many times we start and restart, I'm going to try to keep that $4 max going. But if Whatnot has figured out that that's what I'm doing, then I'm playing by the rules. It's just this is the perfect day to start a mega sale because it's a Friday. And Saturday doesn't count for shipping calculations, and so then it would just go out on Monday anyway. So to me, I'm thinking this might go a little longer than just one show, but I can't promise that. I don't know what's going to happen. So get everything you can while you can. This is actually just, if somebody wants to try to rescue this is like a little boo-boo there. It says welcome, but it's got a little boo-boo. But for crafters, you'll get that cute side. Let me see if I can find some other fun stuff to pair with that. I don't know that it's worth throwing that away, but maybe. What are these? Oh, okay. Well, if anybody, so whoever, we're just going to keep adding this as an add-on. But I actually have hardware. There are 11 of these. So right here in my hand, there are 10 drawer pulls. I'm going to show you a sample. I installed one just as a sample, but you'll get 11 total. So 10 are right here, and I'm going to show you the sample. So let me do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm still here. Okay, so forgive the awkward appearance, but this is a sample of what that pull is going to look like on a drawer or a door front. And this is a really easy update to your kitchen. If you guys want me to measure center to center, I can. Let me try that actually. Give me 1 second because I want you guys to know the correct measurement. Okay, so I'm just going to I'm going to look at these screws. So you're looking 3.5. So if you have screws that are 3.5, this would be a perfect set. And you're going to get 11 total, plus you're going to get a little fishy. What a fantastic super savings. So you'll get the screws with 10 of these handles. This will come off. You'll get that one as well. So you have 11. And you can update your furniture that way. You can update your cabinets that way. Just a really good, clean style. And these are metal. They are metal. So you're getting 11 metal handles starting at $4. Okay, so this will definitely make a comeback. I'm gonna find a home for those. Okay, let's keep it going. I'm gonna just do a few reruns for people who are coming in a little more recently, because some of these are just like giveaway prices. So this is a nice pillow that has never been used. It does not have the tag, has the tag holder, but I think it's very craftable. If you guys want to do any kind of embroidery or like put some yarn, like decorative yarn, you can really make this into a handcrafted artisan piece. This has a nice durable fabric. Also, you get a blank side. So 18 by 18, which is going to be your standard pillow size, and you can play with this pattern. It's very versatile, very flexible, versatile, whatever word we're using these days. Adaptable, reusable, upcyclable, and let's keep it going. Okay, so that's the only, try to think if that's the only pillow that I have. I don't have very many. Let's do this. Oh, wait, I found more stuff. The only reason I'm doing this is because I am not a golfer, but somebody on Whatnot made this for me as a special present. But I'm not a golfer. It glows in the dark, though. So it says, I'd rather be golfing. Okay, fantastic. This is Happy Home. So these two, there really is no damage to speak of, but you'll also get this bonus, broken fish. So if anybody wants those, we'll start those at $4. And super lightweight. You can always slip these into a package with a card, and very giftable. Giftable by mail, giftable in person, and craftable. So I think one of the most unique craft projects I've seen is a pasta box turned into a junk journal. And that takes like amazing creativity. And thank you, the Postmodern Cat. I love those hot dogs. You know, oh, this is almost perfect timing for me to say something like that. Totally unplanned. So I have these fun cardboard pieces, and this one as well. So perfect for crafting. Oh, actually, some of these are pretty decent. Some of these are like this is actually pretty decent, and this is pretty decent. So there are a few in here that are kind of, you know, worth doing something with. But we will start this and see if anybody wants it. If I come across any more scraps and nobody bids on this, I'll try to just bundle it all together, because this hardly weighs anything, but at least it gives you a little bit of variety. You can start, if you want to make like some really special cards, and, you know, with postage going up, I think what will likely happen is, you know, when postage goes up, usually mail goes down. So if you are sending birthday cards or holiday cards, and I see somebody on, you are so fantastic. I see somebody on YouTube. But I do keep up with the Whatnot chat. So the easiest way to do that is get on Whatnot. Just jump over. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do the chalkboards. This one has a little doink. But other than that, they don't. So this is a birthday board. And this is a first day. And then on the last day, it's got a little dinged corner. So depending on what you plan to do with these, that may or may not be any concern, but you're going to get both starting at $4. And there we go. So yeah, if you use the description box link on YouTube and you haven't signed up for Whatnot, you should be eligible to get $15 to start shopping with right away. And you'll be able to experience all the fun and excitement. See the live chat that's very busy. So what is the last day you've celebrated? Just out of curiosity, I'm going to be so nosy and ask people, what's the last? I mean, school comes to mind, but maybe jobs, maybe relationships. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, yes, that is a good one. Oh. Here, I'm going to show you. Not always do my craft projects turn out exactly as I was planning, but you'll get the savings because of it. These actually come in a more natural color, and I painted them white, but I'm not patient enough to see this one through. So if you'd like the pair, you can turn. I was planning on using these for bookcases, but actually, not everybody is as particular as I am, so somebody could just put this in their bookcase and think of it as art. So you're going to get two white ones. Lighter weight, you could make them into more, you could just keep them the way they are. And I only have these two that are painted white. And I have one that has no paint on it, but I don't think that I have a pair for that one. So these are for your two white. And it's supposed to look like an old tree trunk. And I think it's interesting. I really do. I did get inspired. I start so many more projects than I ever finish. And yeah, very modern. Okay, so why don't we just very modern brutalist. Okay, so why don't we just include the original? So you're going to get a trio. It's easier to decorate in odd numbers, I guess. I don't know. It would be funny if you use these and you didn't paint this, if people would know that it was the same style. They need googly eyes. That would be cool. For sure. That would be so fun. And so anyway, this is all three running right now. Fantastic. I get so many alerts. But yeah. So Postmodern Cat, when's your next show? Catch me up. I have really not been spending as much time on Whatnot. Next week you're in a raid train. What's the raid train? Tell us all about it. I'm being lazy here. This is two creamers. They both say cream. Cute and creepy. Ooh. Well, I can be both. I got something that's really cute and creepy. I'll show you guys next. So anyway, these are that milk carton shape. So they are food safe. You can serve out of them. You can also use them as vases, little flower vases. And if it stays quiet, I might even start finishing one of my crafts. I thought, depending on today, because people are traveling, they're having a lot of fun outside and stuff. It might be slow. And I've got like a little floral decor that I started at least a year ago, never finished. Okay, let me show you the cute and creepy. So this is my cute and creepy, and it actually works really well. You can take that any way you want to take that. It works really well. I used this as part of a costume for karaoke, and it was so funny because I had like a black shirt on, and I was singing "Right Said Fred." I'm too sexy, and so yeah. So if anybody wants to go even more wild than that, uh, perfect for a night on the town. Yep, or a night in. But this is adjustable. It's going to fit a variety of neck sizes. I would say estimate me at about 16, and it's going to be plenty loose. So, yeah, you could definitely get a lot of use out of this. And Bunny is raiding. Everybody, make sure you are following Bunny's Treasures. Bunny does a lot of raid trains, and distinctively, I want to give Bunny a plug because she hand makes like natural Bath and Body. Oh gosh, what's the word? I know it's not cosmetics, but toiletries, like soaps. So yeah, body care products. Much better way of saying that. So yes, everybody, make sure you guys follow her because there aren't that many places that you can go get that, and you know exactly who you're buying from when you shop with Bunny's Treasures on Whatnot. For that reason, I'm going to start a giveaway, and this is the special show where you save on shipping because it's $4 max shipping, a staycation, a playcation, leave a little sparkle. But yeah, someone has a recording of me wearing that. Okay, so let's do something fun. What should we do? Why don't we do? We're going to do a fall fun pack. I've shown a lot of these items singly, and I think if you just pair them up, they really are the cutest combo. So fall is going to be our next big decorating season and gift season. So fall, you're going to get a gnome, and you're going to get the mug, and you're going to get the little board. And the mug is 18 ounces, so it is food safe. Let me make sure you can microwave and dishwasher. Yes, you can do both. So this is $4. Now, once you've paid your $4 in shipping, that's all you're going to pay for the whole show. And I'm using the word show loosely because if I can restart it and it still keeps the shipping capped, oh my gosh, get as much as you can because that's, probably the only and last time I'll be able to do something like this. So you did pick a good show. Now keep us, Bunny, what's coming up next for you? If Bunny's still here. Because it's so funny. Sometimes I will tell you, I do have favorite sellers, and sometimes it's like all my favorite sellers show up as soon as I go on the home screen, and the other day it was opposite. It was like I had to scroll to the bottom to get to my favorite sellers. So tell us what you've got going on next. And if it's a really good idea, I might copy it. Okay, earlier I showed this, but let me rerun this. This is actually very useful. It's an expandable strainer, and there's 2 of them. Now, not to give you too many ideas, but you are allowed to gift on Whatnot. And I don't have this in the buy it now, but let me just kind of give you an idea. So if you see something in the buy it now, you could actually gift it to somebody. So if I wanted to gift something like this to Bunny's Treasures, I can't buy for myself. I can't shop for myself. But what I could do, because you're getting 2 of these, is I could just put her username in if she accepts gifts. And then this could actually be the cutest little display basket for soaps, like a bathtub almost. Wouldn't that be cute? And you could make it as wide as you needed to, but you can also use it over a sink as a strainer. So you were doing a lot of raid trains. Oh, they stopped the gifting? Okay, so that was another thing that was a little bit too good. Well, you would have gotten 2. But this is expandable up to... That's unfortunate if they did that. What is it? Expandable up to... Oh, it's between 14.2 and 19 and a half. Gifting is gone. Okay. Okay. So no more gifting. We outused our gifting pass. Uh, but that's okay. Okay, so anyway, this is actually another repeat. It has a little bit of a call out here. And if that doesn't bother you too much, it's a really cute geometric box. And you could put some potpourri in there. You could do a lot of things with this. Thank you for fact checking me, Postmodern Cat, because I didn't even think to verify. Is there anything else that's recently discontinued? I thought they had really just been adding more. So. You can always go old school by doing hand delivery. I have heard some sellers are preferring to do more local pickups. Now that is something I myself have not gotten into, but as I'm launching my next set of redecorations, I'm realizing I have pieces that I should not trash, but aren't going to ship very well. Leave a little sparkle. Welcome. So here we go. You get to name the character in my novel. So you just think of a good name, and it can even be yours. But I'm just going to grab this. Sold by Sam had an amazing show. Make sure you guys are following. And you are Fashion Designer 1. Fashion Designer 1. Leave a little sparkle. So what would we call that? What would Fashion Designer number 1 be? And this is in the novel. Actually, all of these characters are there, but their name slots are open. Sold by Sam. Long time no see. You've been busy. I know. Yes. The gifting's been gone for a month. Okay, this is how like caught up I am. Anything else I need to know from the past month? Because I got really busy writing the book, and then I was still doing my seller support shows. I've always done those. But it seems like I've I've missed a lot. So leave a little sparkle. I'm gonna at least write your name here. Gabriel Legrand. Gabriel Legrande. Absolutely. And that is the funniest thing about fashion, is how fast it can change. And I'm going to put both on the back. If anybody knows, and let me make sure I spelled that one. Oh, you can still do tipping? Okay, yeah, well, that's a good thing. Gabrielle Legrande. Or Gabriel Legrande. But yes, it's so funny how like some fashion designers like will go from like top of the chart to like not so much. And it can happen really fast. I'm gonna put this with the others so I don't lose it, but I definitely got it now. And if you are at all artistic in your free time, I have the perfect little project for you. This has some damage on the back where the hanging hardware is not, but otherwise on the front it's perfect. So, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Leave a little sparkle. You said you're wearing, this is a real person. I'm glad I looked. Anyway, let's figure this out. Okay. Yeah, if it's somebody who's like already real or trademarked, we can't use it. Barbie is the only name that I have had to say no to so far. But there is a swimwear designer called Andrew Christian. That is a very basic name, but that is an existing design house, and they're actually shutting down. So yeah, it's so weird. You can just think of the most common names, and sometimes oh, something, yeah. So the problem is if I say anything else, it's going to give away too much of the story. However, I will tell you, you're on the right track with this. There's definitely a show-stopping moment. Now, this is super cute. We're just going to give a little planet, Save the Planet package together here. And what else have I got? Since it's a craft bundle, we can get a little wacky. So why don't we? Let's do that. Let's get wacky. Okay, so all of these things have like something missing or whatever, except this. This is a Hallmark miniature gift bag that does include tissue paper. There's tissue paper inside. So you could even put this in this. The only thing this doesn't have is the pellet, growing pellet. And hold on, who's ex-boyfriend? Oh, there's something I missed, but okay. Okay, so you're gonna get both, all right, and then you're also gonna get these really gorgeous White Barn candle jars that I've already used the candle. So you can put your own candles in. You can turn these into, I think they'd be the cutest planters. This is such a nice quality glass. I hate to just recycle it, but I just want to, I want to find a good home. Okay, so you get that one. This is white tea and jasmine if it smells like anything. And then the other one is, it looks like you could light it, you can't. It's leather and brandy. Ooh, this one you can still smell though. So we're going to do all of these rescue pieces. There, that almost kind of works, huh? And we're just going to start our auction there. Oh, the solution to the murder mystery. Ooh, yeah, always suspect the boyfriend, husband, for sure, girlfriend, wife. Did anybody watch the Karen Read trial? I know I'm scaring people out of the room, but that was a good one. That was a good one. Okay, so we're going to hang on to these for now. I don't think they belong in the recycle bin just yet. Similarly, if you are a patient person, these have more wax. This has more wax. Again, it's burned to the bottom of the wick, but look at how pretty this is. And I've got another one that's open, but again, it's got more wax. So you're gonna have to be patient, or just put a candle in, whatever you want to do with them. But this is like a really pretty iridescent white, and this is metal. This is metal. They both smell good, but I have gotten all the candle use out of them, so I want somebody to be able to craft with them, turn them into something special, enjoy them, and that would make me happy. And this is the same company, if it looks familiar, this is the same company that makes candles for Better Homes and Gardens. This is their design. So it's a few years older, but if you've ever seen a really pretty glass holder like that, that's probably why you'd recognize it. And this one is really perfect for storage. Okay, so let's put those there. I'm not giving up. We are not giving up. This is our holiday, so we're going to have fun with it one way or another. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. Does anybody still read magazines? Because if you still read magazines, I have assorted titles, and I'm just actually going to start piling them up. This is Perennials. These are all going to go back a bit. So if you're into Y2K and stuff, this is from summer 2005. This is Gardening How To, May, June 2010. And this one actually is probably the most handy if you're into decorating, because it's country French. And this does have a cutout on the back cover, but you get all of the display pages. So all the rooms that they show Like, how beautiful. And this is exactly what I'm seeing right now. I am exactly seeing this look on trend. So yeah, so anyway, so you'll get 3. There just happen to be 3 sitting on top. You'll get 3. You always used to get the Cat magazines and 17 magazine. Yeah, yeah. I had a fun conversation with a relative recently, and we were talking about once upon a time you had, like, if you wanted it, you couldn't get it online. You'd have to actually buy the magazine or get a copy. And so these are really nice. Walk back in history. But as far as the design one, this is definitely very useful. And you'll get all 3 of those. And a lot of times what happens is the same, there's really only about 26 different design styles separately, but they get renamed. So a lot, so it's just, it's never ending. Okay, so then we also have, hold on one second. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. I'm just grabbing random stuff at this point. So this is a Smithsonian, more recent, but this is a good one because it is a FDR presidential issue. It's the annual Making of America, July 6th of 2019, so 16 years ago. Or no, excuse me, 29. 16 years ago. This is Time magazine. How interesting is this? So anyway, I just grabbed 3 more. And this has Women of the Year going all the way up to 2019. So starting in 1920 and going all the way up to 2019. And then there's also the Smithsonian. You're going to get all 3. Now, if you are crafting, oh my gosh, let me show you some of the portraits. Because if you want to do any kind of fussy cuts or you want to do any kind of Mod Podge, you do get a bit to work with here. Including this whole fold out. How cool is that? I mean, just this is like craft heaven. I'm just not that patient, and you guys are more creative than I am, so do something fun with it. But you're going to get 3 magazines starting at $4, and I think this is the one, though, that you can do something really fun with it. And some of these, does anybody know who that is? Can you recognize? Oh, interesting. So the Postmodern Cat said there's a thing with glossy magazine papers where you can transfer the ink off the magazine onto a different surface. I did not know. I was unaware of that, so thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, I was thinking of actually cutting it out and like putting glue or sealant over it, but if you can do a transfer, how cool is that? Okay, so I'm going to put these back and let's keep going. I did earlier, oh here. Let me show you these punches. Okay, this is like a Sweetheart Corner paper punch. It's got like a little heart there on the edge, if you can see it. And then this is just like a daisy punch. And we're going to just bundle these together. These are the only punches I have, actually. And if you want to sharpen these, they do sharpen really well with a little bit of aluminum foil or, you know, anything metal that you can punch through. They will definitely sharpen up. Because I've definitely done that with this one. Haven't really had to on this other one, though. So Paper Crafters, 2 punches starting at $4, and that covers your postage for whatever you buy during this show. But yeah, we definitely want to find some good homes for these things. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, so here's the other thing. Okay, so I have 2 wireless door alarms and a personal keychain alarm. If you have any need or want for these, including just kind of playing pranks among your own family, go right ahead and grab them, because we're going to do the 3 all together. I'm really trying to clean house. And I see Grace. Welcome in. So yeah, this is for all 3. You're going to get the drawer alarms and the personal alarm, little keychain. And so starting at $4, your shipping is maxed at $4 for the entire show. Even if it's restarted, I think we're going to try that. We may try that at some point. I don't want to ruin things, but I want you guys to get the best deal. Okay, let's keep going. I also have a book. I'm wondering why it got put in this pile. But since we were talking about like murders and exes, this is My Ex Life by Stephen Macaulay. And let me look at the condition of this. It's a novel. And it's got, ooh, very, very cool. So we're just going to keep going. Here you go. So $4. And I'll show you Stephen's photo. You're at 9,646 hot dogs. That might be a Guinness Book of World Records. How fun. And thank you for doing that. That is so fun. That's something new they're doing this weekend, right? I didn't completely miss that. I heard that it was going to be the more you tap the screen, the bigger the hearts would be, but they're doing, you know, more holiday themed. Oh, they're tracking you. Well, how good is that? I'm glad we can help. Is there an award or any do you need people to like run over and tap your device? I'm not making fun of you. I think it's a good thing, but yeah. Is there anything if you get like in the top 1? Oh, you get on a leaderboard if you're past 100 in first place. Ah, my goodness. Well, save your energy. Okay, so does anybody... We need to find homes for these things, rather than having me just shifting them. Let me see what else I can reach though. Okay. Oh, this is super cute. This is super, super cute. Oh, yes. I think we lucked out or lucked into something. Yeah, I kind of did. Okay. So how do we do this? I'm right here. I'm coming right back. Well, first of all, I have a koozie that is just absolute Americana. How fantastic. And by the way, this is a brand. It's Colder. It's an actual brand of koozies. So this we have to pair with something. So why don't we do that? I found another ski mask. It's an adult size, ages 14 up. I have one that has been used once. So it has been product tested. Let me see if I can find that. And we can just do like a summer fun thing. Not that the stuff necessarily has to relate, but it helps if it does. Okay, so you're going to get one product tested, one new in package, and you're going to get to show off your American flag koozie. How fantastic. Starting at $4. Oh, whoa. Michelle, you are in 34,500th place. My goodness. I didn't even know about this. So, wow, that's a huge spread. A lot of people are participating, obviously. Okay, let's do that. So you're gonna get all 3. You need to start clicking. Does anybody remember like the Mr. Dude, Mr. Monster challenges? I don't know if I should say the name or not because technically it's a trademark. But that used to require people to like keep their finger on their phone screen for the longest time or things like that. That is just, I don't know. That requires some dedication. Okay, so let's keep it moving. But hopefully you guys can still swipe. That's the important thing. As long as you can swipe. Keep your swiping, keep your swiper swiping. Now with a little bit of fabric shaving, this would actually be perfect condition. These are Pottery Barn patterns. The reason you may not recognize the pattern is it is a Pottery Barn teen. They are very durable, but they will peel over time. And these are going to fit your, it says 16 by 16, but you can overstuff them for sure, but you don't have to. And there's 2 matching stripe patterns. So they're clean. They just need a little bit of fabric shaving if that's what you want to do that. Or you could even use it as craft material because it is a Pottery Barn pattern. And people love Pottery Barn. I love Pottery Barn. And I live near a Pottery Barn outlet. And there was a woman who did like a tour of the one nearest her, and she said she had a list of all the ones in the country, and she skipped mine. So there might be even more that she didn't know about. So, yeah. Pottery Barn pillow shams, and let's put those aside. I might actually do a little fabric shaving if you guys want to do a fun design project here. I don't mind. I mean, it's eventually going to happen, right? Okay, let's see what else I got, though. Oh, these are super, super cute. Okay, I've got to get these. What else do we have? Yeah, we got to find good homes for these. And I think that's it. I think that's all 3. Okay, these are super cute. They have these colored pencils inside, and it's these little miniature coloring books with the pencils. And it's this cute design. Now, this is an older logo, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I see a year. So for all of you folks who like to collect logoed products, I don't see a year, but I think this is the older one. So anyway, they're all identical. And I have other little miniature coloring books that would just be perfect. Now, if we're getting into stocking stuffers, we can definitely come up with some unique combinations. Here, this one. So these are 6 mini coloring kits. So you get 3 of the branded, 6 of the unbranded. We can all hot dog together. Exactly. Is that a dance? It probably is. I ask myself these questions, and then I'm like, you know, it's if I think it's probably obvious. I don't have a smart speaker intentionally because I would drive myself crazy. Yeah. So these are for all the little miniature coloring books. And this one has the unicorns. And there's 3 of those. Okay, so I wish there was an easy way for me to pair these so they didn't get separated. Hold on a second. I did find, earlier I showed you guys that there was an open set of this. I did find one that is not open. So it has everything we talked about earlier, just all the pieces are there. So you get the honeycomb decorations, the balloons, the little flags, and it says hashtag HBD. Does anybody really use that hashtag? It's supposed to be for happy birthday, but I do not think I know anybody who actually uses that hashtag. But it could just be me. So this is for the full pack. You get all the fun stuff. You have a friend who uses it? Okay. Because once you get into like short ones and abbreviations, it could mean a lot of different stuff. That is one thing, one potential danger of acronyms. Oh, I'm so glad I went to college to learn about those. Okay, here we go. These are actually gel clings, and we're going to do a twofer. Let me see if I've got anything other than that fall-wise that we can pair up with it. so we can, so let's pair up the little decorative board. Let's do that. And so you're going to get, these are two different patterns. One is the leaves, and then one is Let's Autumn. That's what it says. And it's got the coffee, because people love pumpkin spice. The one thing I have learned about Whatnot is it is the fastest indicator of trends and what people actually want to buy. Because there are some products that I've gotten in that have just instantly sold out. And I will tell you, pumpkin spice flavored coffee was one of them. So people love pumpkin spice. And I do too. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that was faster than I realized. It's just, I don't know. I'm assuming you guys do enough shopping and selling on Whatnot to have it, hang on 1 second. Wait a second. That's something fantastic. To have a, objective view. Okay. That's not all that I wanted. That's a little too heavy. Yeah, I didn't really want the Lycopol. Good for that. Okay. So, somebody's been naughty. I'm going to see how many of these are just super glossy, so they slip around, but these are dry erase paddles. If you want to write on them, you can. This easily comes off. It's not a big deal. You can even use different colors, but I want to see how many are here. So that's 3, 6, and this is 5. And initially, when they were packaged together in 6s. So it looks like 2 packages got opened and 1 is forever lost. But that's okay, because we'll just put them all together. And it's a lucky number, 11. There you go. So whether you're naughty or nice, these are perfect for, oh, that has a little joink, but I don't think, yeah, these are in really good shape. Fun for paddling and such. And display, especially if you put out a buffet and you want to put the word of the dish there, and you can set your dish there. I've also heard people have used it for like their gardening, keeping track of what's growing in different pots, but we might be a little bit past season on that. We may have missed the mark there. Oh, wait a second. So here's something. So why don't we do that? Let's do the 2 mugs. Let's do the fall mugs. Do I still have one out? I'm just looking over here real fast. I don't want anything to tip. Oh my gosh, I just found more of the paddles. I found, how is that even possible? Okay, so ignore everything I just told you guys. There are actually 3 more of these. So that would be a total of 14, which seems impossible to me. But your gain. So if anybody wants the 14 paddles, these are perfect for fun craft projects. Like I said, easy to label. These were used at like an auction, so that's why they have the numbers on them, but only used once. Only once. But you could use them again and again. That's the whole point of the dry erase feature. And let's see if we get any takers on this. You could also come up with something creative. I'm just giving you the most obvious use, the first thing that comes to mind, but you guys probably have better ideas. At least more interesting ones. Okay, let's go back here. Let me see what I can find for you. Where's the mug? Oh, actually, you know what? I know a fun combo. I do know a fun combo. I'm still here, I'm just pulling things. This would be a fun combo. And what a fun time of the year. This is a bottlenecked dolphin. This is Y2K friendly. It is 1996. So this clearly was made for like some kind of a tourist attraction or something. And Jennifer snuck in, and I also saw Donna. Okay, but then we've also got this one. How cute is that? So this is going to be food, dishwasher, and microwave safe. This is more artistic, though it is mass made. So it says hand wash only, and don't put it in the microwave. So you've got both options. Ooh, that one's really pretty and sparkly. So let's do both. And starting at $4, you'll get both. You'll get the dolphin mug, and you'll get the speckle mug. I really like this design. It's the only one I have, though, so it really does need a partner. Or, again, crafting. Oh, Destin, Florida. That's... If I just read the mug, I guess it would tell me where these things are coming from, right? And these are masters of the ocean who once walked on land. I did not know that. I'm learning as we go. Okay, so what else can we pair or partner together? Because I want you guys to see new stuff. Oh, this is super cute. This is super cute. This is a little holiday nutcracker. And it does actually move. And so if anybody wants this, I only have the one. But no damage to speak of. Really cute, holding up that adorable peppermint stick. And it does move, so careful with your fingers there, because it opens and closes. The thing is, the beard is so thick. But starting at $4, what a fun thing. You can keep it out year-round or bring it out just for the winter holidays. Okay, so I'm going to put this one back aside, and let me do that. Which way do we want to keep going? So you guys are going to have to give me some creative inspiration. Otherwise, I can't think of which stack to pull. But I do. Okay, so I do have my little fun floral project we can work on together, by the way. So we're not completely out of ideas. I have this little assortment of shells and like vase decoration. I don't think this is worth $4. I will make it worth $4 though, because I can put the decorative beads with it, assuming I can locate them. And I'm still looking. I'm right here. I'm not gone anywhere. Or actually, let's put the wind chime with it, because this is something that people could really turn into something super, super cute. So let's do the wind chime with the nautical decorations, and you'll get both. And this is missing a pipe, so if you want to fix it, fix it. If you want to make it into something else, that frog and leaf, I could even see this becoming a necklace. I don't know about the metal though, if it's you know, skin safe. Do you know the postmodern cat is outdoor metal usually skin safe? I would hope it would be, but I would hate for somebody to get like a bad reaction. Okay, now I don't want to put this without putting it in a bag or something. So let me grab one right now. Let me just grab a new one. While we're all here. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, yeah, this is so cute. Oops. I'm still here. There. Okay, I'm still here. It's usually not. Okay, well then don't listen to me. Not a good idea. this up so it doesn't go all over the place. Okay, I have the most glam stationery set, and it has this brown velvet on the inside. And this is a letter size tray, but you can use this for anything. Anything that will fit it. It will fit a standard letter, but you can use it for anything. So you're going to get your pencil caddy or pin caddy, and you're going to get this. But again, be creative, because you could use this for your supplies. You could use it for your makeup brushes. Just anything you really want to give that luxurious touch to. And we're going to start both at $4 together for the pair. Yes. Yes. And this is vegan. This is vegan leather. Okay. It's vegan alligator. But really nice quality. Top of the line. And I'm just kind of giving you different angles because it's so pretty. And what's the other thing I was going to say? Okay, so let me tell you what my floral craft project is, because I'll just have to get some shears, which might be stuck right behind where I've got the camera set up. So I have these little flower boxes, and this is the last one. I didn't put flowers in it. But usually what I would do is just take any kind of spare bloom, and I would just put it in there. And you know, if I was really serious, I'd hot glue it and all that fun stuff. But why don't we just play around here? And I'll keep my eye on the chat if you guys have some fun suggestions of different stuff you want me to pull. And all this is a piece of styrofoam. This is a gift favor box with adhesive vinyl, so basically contact. So it's very easy. So if you find a box this size or style, very, very easy to make this. But let's see how good it gets. Postmodern Cat said pink is your favorite color. So let me see if I can find some pink style things. Because with these, since they really are kind of fantasy, you can add in a bunch of stuff that doesn't necessarily even need to grow. In fact, I think I may have had a pick. Let me look over here for 1 second. Because I think I may have had a lollipop pick. Yep, I did. This one might be a little tall, but there. So it could even have something like that. And if you want to get a head start on the holidays, you know, floral projects do tend to take longer, at least for me, than I estimate. But I only have this. Oh, wow, how cute. That one doesn't look so good. Not so hot. So these are all spares. These have all come off other projects, like when I was doing wreaths or something similar. And I'm just looking for a stem because I found some roses. Okay. And the leaves can match. They don't have to match. If anybody is a fan of YouTube, there's a guy who made some comedy videos a few years back called The Shirtless Painter. And so he said, anybody can paint and anybody can paint anything. So even though the leaves do not match the flower, you know, any flower can grow. If you ever have a chance to watch this stuff, some are better than others, but the holiday episode is definitely worth watching. And he is a comedian. It is meant to be comedy. So there. So now we can make those flowers grow. And he kind of, some have said he may sound like Bob Ross, but you know, Bob Ross is a very trademarked brand, so I'm not saying anything about Bob Ross. There's a documentary about people who have had problems because they were named Bob Ross Jr. or whatever the name was. Anyway, yeah, I think it was. I think it was Junior. Okay, so let's see. We'll put some leaves on the side though, just to give it more of a three-dimensional look. Oh, but that is such a funny thing. Hold on one second. I'm gonna just, and this, all I'm using is a cuticle stick because there are so many other better tools that you could use. I'm showing you how to do it the hard way. Yes, I know, right? But at any time we can run stuff. If you guys want me to pull stuff and run it, we'll run it. If you want to spend the fourth enjoying, we'll enjoy. And I will maybe even have a completed floral project, perhaps. I do feel like some of these are going to need a little bit of trimming, so hold on one sec because I don't want to bump you off of the stand, but I need to be able to get to some garden shears. So if anybody needs anything while I'm in the kitchen, feel free to let me know. I'm still here. Okay. And, oh, they're right here. Thank you. I put them on top. That was one of the smartest things I've done. Okay, let me see if there's anything else in here. Yeah, there is, but I don't know if I. Okay, let's keep our options open. I'm gonna pull some of these grill pans. How many of these are there? So they each would have been. Okay, so anyway, so like these grill pans here, I'm gonna pull some of these. That is, I think, the only. And then these are the big size. So let me come back on the other side. Okay, so one thing I will tell you is I have had a lot of success sorting florals when I get like a big haul of assorted florals and I'm trying to make some sense of what's there. I've used these to do that. So you can use them to cook. I definitely use them to cook, but you can also use them to organize because it's got the holes. And you can use it to do like tea stain, coffee stains on your papers. Isn't that neat? It's such a fun thing. Okay, now that is, I have a big sack, so we will find a deal. But let me see how many are here because this is on the smaller side. It has these slits. Now I haven't really found a good use for these, but they are smaller. And I'm just going to count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There may be 15. If that looks like 15, that's what's here. So if anybody wants to get in on a good deal, because they're super lightweight, and we have $4 max shipping, here you go. So I'm going to just put that up right now. That is what's running. I'm going to keep going with the floral project. And we're just going to have fun. Let me find the flower now. Okay, so this is a tulip. This is not a rose. So it doesn't seem quite so odd that the leaves are a little different. Okay. Okay, so we can always rerun, for sure. And if you guys want me to grab like maybe a 6-pack, we could do that for $4. We actually could do an 8-pack because it's about the same size. But I can run these, so you get 2 per, they're 2 bundled together, so you could get 4 of those. It's a pretty good deal. So if anybody wants me to run them, just type it in the chat. And that's one of the nice things about Whatnot, as I talk to the YouTube live, is that the chat is really the fun of the show. I mean, you see me doing all these crazy things, but there's a whole other side that you're not seeing. So use that link and get signed up for Whatnot if you want the full experience. And I saw paper Bezos. Is Bezos Kisses? Paper Kisses? I may have made that one up. I think it's probably Paper Kisses. You know, and some things probably would use just a dab of glue, but we're just doing it for fun. It doesn't have to travel any serious distance or anything. And so what I would do with something like this after it's filled in is, first of all, I need to use my cuticle stick. Is I would usually include it with a gift basket, and it really fills in nicely because on all gift baskets there's like that like awkward area usually off to the side that nothing seems to fit. Well, this one actually is a really good size. I think it might be a 3x3, but it may be a 2.5 by 2.5. And since I have my ruler here, I'm going to tell you. Oh, I was wrong. 3.5. So 3.5 cube is what we're working with. Okay. I don't even know where I got those garden shears because I'm always thinking like I need to buy a pair. But then I just found them in the toolbox one day. Isn't that funny? How sometimes you just materialize or manifest things. So I will keep my eye on the chat just to see if there's something special you want to buy. And keep shopping. Okay, now this is way too big. Which reminds me, I am doing some changing. It has been brought to my attention. I have had some of my decor a few seasons too long. So I have like a tropical outdoor planter that's totally artificial, but looks totally real. So I'm going to have to take that apart at some point. That's going to be a project. But the planter itself has never been used with dirt. And it's really gorgeous. I don't know what it would sell for today. But years ago, I think I might have spent like $30 on it or something. So just do the math. Probably 50 at least. It's a nice white ceramic glaze. But that is outside. So, okay, so I don't know. How do we feel about, I don't have a problem with orange and purple. I don't know if I like this blue, or excuse me, orange and pink. I don't know if I like the blue and pink. Do we like blue and pink? Because you can't, there is a way to do this where it's kind of double-sided. So is that where we want to go with this? Or do we just kind of want to keep it more pink? Do you want to mix the blue? Or like on one side do blue and then the other side keep it kind of pink? I mean, none of these are lifelong choices, so let's get real. And then, so these are going to be your cut lines here. Oh, you do pink with white. Yes, that seems more of a natural thing, for sure. And I think I've got some more assorted stems, but look at things like this. Like, I wouldn't be able to use this for any other project, but I can definitely use it here. And it's so cute. But yes, one year I got into these floral boxes with gift baskets, and it was just fun. But you never exactly get the right number, and I ended up with a few extras. And if you saw my earliest shows, I think I tried to sell like just one of these, and nobody would take me up on it. But if it's got flowers, maybe one of you will want to bid on it or something. Ooh, what is this? Well, it could be any season. We might pull this one out. Just really interesting stuff that seems to get left over. Ooh, I like this. This one can definitely be a little bit of an overhanger. And I've got my eye on the chat just to see if I'm missing anything. Okay, what do we want to do? Well, while we're doing this, let's run something. Just so we're using our live stream to sell stuff. So here, we're going to put these vase/candle holders back. And if you guys want to see what they look like, we could probably work that out if I put something in it. Let me get something that I can prop up here. Perfect. I can do it just like this. There you go. So this is what we're doing. We're doing these right now, and we're going to run those for the pair starting at $4. I thought 4 was a good price point because of the 4th. But I guess we could have done, well, we could have done 7. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we can always rerun those. Does anybody have any whatnot related questions? Because I will tell you, between YouTube and the seller supports, I get a lot of questions. I really do. And it's just, it's fun, but some of it is also a little bit unexpected. Not that this has anything to do with whatnot, but somebody left a comment on one of my YouTube videos that they felt they didn't get what they were supposed to when they ordered on a different site, but it's nothing I sold. So it's like, you know, thanks for commenting, but it has nothing to do with me. Oh, and I will also say, hold on, I gotta do this. I think this is cute. See, I'm just kind of filling in with a little extra detail. Let me grab some more fun stuff. And let me see if there's something else I can run through, guys. Oh, yes, there is. Okay, where are my... I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm looking for something. I know I have. Still here. Okay, still here. Ooh, cute. Okay, since we are doing a discounted shipping, I don't mind selling you these beautiful branches because these will definitely fit. They're actually lightweight and they will definitely fit within the packaging I use. So I'm going to take the little holiday pick out. But you will get all the ornaments that are on there. So they will have to get, you know, I've got them zip tied together. They'll have to get unzip tied. But these are curly willows. Let me show you. So you don't get the base. You don't get the base, but you get all of this goodness. So all the red branches with all these ornaments. And make it your own. Add some that you like. Maybe you have some special ornaments. This is perfect for that. Like the ones that don't really match your decor, but they're more sentimental. Let me get these out of the way. That would be a perfect use for it. So if you have commemorative ornaments, there are little hooks on some of the ends, so you can really show them off. And thank you for the hot dogs. And so this is what's running right now. You're going to get all the red branches with the ornaments. That will put you way, I won't say ahead of schedule, but it will put you way on schedule for your holiday decorating. Okay, so we're going to put those there for 1 second. I can definitely rerun them. But I only have those. I don't have more of them. I'm not making any more of them. So I found this garland that I think I can kind of work in pieces if I just sort of detach it a little bit. So I'm going to try that. Because I don't have anything that matches garland, actually. Okay. See, so things like that. Okay, let's do it. I lost my flower basket there. Okay. Oh yeah, that is super cute. So you know when Bob Ross was doing his public television series, The Joy of Painting, there were 3 versions of every art piece he did. There was the one that he completed on during the show, but then there were also 2. One was like a prototype, so like a practice canvas. Oh, how cute! And then the other was like, I don't know. It was like for advertising or something. So he would do 3 versions of the same. I don't think I could ever do another one of these. So if somebody does want to bid on it, you can stop me at any point, and I will put it up for auction. And let me see if I got any other unusual flowers I can work in the mix here. And I do have some really cute plates, though, which have nothing to do with this, but I'm looking for just like random flower stems. Okay. What else have I got? Yeah, I've definitely got some random. Oh, I found another flower. Perfect. And let me look. Oh, I want to grab these 2 plates. Oh, actually, I want to grab these. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I got this pretty little red flower, but I found these plates. And this is actually the only ones that I have. They're 5. So think of it as maybe 4 with a spare. These are perfect for your desserts or your salads. It's kind of a tie-dye design. They might vary slightly. It looks like it's all the same though. And so anyway, total is 5. So 5 in total, and I know it's noisy, but I'm going to try to do this just like this. So if anybody wants these, we're going to start this whole selection at $4, and you'll get all 5. So these would be really cute though, especially for desserts. For some reason, this makes me think of like dessert. But as I'm looking at this pattern closely, there is a lot of nice variation in the color, which is, it's got a little bit of depth to it, I guess is what I would say. But I do think it also works with our floral arrangement. So I'm going to put this down here. Like that. Okay, now let's go back to our flower. We definitely want to finish something, I hope. Okay. I don't know if it's too bright. Is this too dark? If it's too dark, I don't have to use it. But here, I'm gonna hold it up. Is it too dark? Not dark enough? Could be dark. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. But I will have to cut it. But we'll try it. Good idea. See, now the leaves, though. This is one that Oh, so anyway, if you ever want to watch somebody do floral design who actually knows what they're doing, there is this guy on YouTube, David Christopher, and every year he does more than 24 holiday themes, like Christmas themes. He also does some summer stuff, some fall stuff. Oh, I forgot I've got fall flowers. And that is perfect for a discounted shipping show. yes, let me grab some of those. I don't think I'll be tacky and leave the price tag on, so I'll take it off before. Wait, where is the hole there? But yeah, David Christopher, you can look him up on YouTube, and he actually does a lot of themed floral design. But more than 24 different holiday things. This is not wide enough. Okay, I'm just widening out the hole because I'm taking off the dollar price tag. There we go. Now it's priceless. Ooh, I like this actually. Okay, I can't press too hard on it. I'm not working on a table. I'm just a display shelf really. So I really shouldn't be putting much pressure on. So that actually I think kind of turns out pretty well. I can keep adding things in, but let me show you what the fall flowers are, because you all need to get a head start on your seasonal decorating. Do not be like me. Do not wait till the last moment. Oh. Okay, so I'm still here. Here's another thing. Y'all are lucky out. Is there anything in here? No. Oh, you all are lucking out. So I have a ton of these. I'm gonna tell you who I got these from. Sold by Sam. Sold by Sam got a huge oversupply of just these, and so last year, right around fall, and he just kept marking them down and marking them down and marking them down, and eventually I'm like, I'll buy some. So I think if you've ever shopped at Sold by Sam from last year, you probably have some of these flowers anyway. But there are two different styles. There's the brown, and then there's the orange, and the orange really deliver a pop. So, if anybody would like the orange, but the other thing is I'm actually going to put this up for auction too, which is a metal vase, which is very, does this say 1990s to you? Because it does to me, and I tried to do an image, but it doesn't have a price tag, you can see that. I tried to do an image, and the only thing that matched, look, I'll show you inside. The only thing that matched was Modulus as a brand. So it does have a, it's like I want to say this is almost like a zinc. And I know that's not really an answer or a metal, but why don't we do the vase first and then I'll do the flowers. How about that? Because if the vase doesn't sell, I can use it as a prop. And I don't really need the flowers as a prop, but they would be perfect in time for upcoming end of summer, early autumn. Orange is definitely that color you want to transition into. I will give you a secret, which is if you do fall decorating, try to work a little bit of red in your harvest decorations, because then it's more of a natural transition into Christmas. So if you work a little bit of red, so now we're not doing it with the vase, we're just using the vase to show you these beautiful flowers. And I can get that out of the way. Okay, so you're going to get all the orange flowers here. And there are quite a few stems. I bought a few packs from him. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I'm counting 9. I think one of these may have been taken apart. But anyway, you're definitely getting at least 8. So starting at $4, you will get all of these florals. These are the only ones I have, and I would love for you guys to have a new home. I've used them one season. Now you can use them. Your friends can use them. Oh, but they're gorgeous. They really are gorgeous. After this, I'm going to show you the brown ones again. And because your shipping is capped at $4, if you've bought anything or planning on buying something, definitely load up. Okay, so let me put these off to the side here. And now I'm going to put the brown ones in. definitely going to be a shorter stem. But this is the brown ones. So no watering, easy to keep clean. I see you, Artsy Dawn and Miss Pops. So this is going to be all the flowers inside the vase. So you're going to get all the brown flowers, starting at $4. And as far as stem count, 2, 4, 5. I'm not sure how I ended up with these odd numbers, but okay. So 5 of these. Just a fun one. And easy to work with. Super easy to work with. You saw how nicely they paired up with the orange. And let's see if we can find a good home for them. Okay, so I'm going to put these off to the side, get them out of the way. And we're going to keep doing our own thing with the floral. Let me put them back here since they're not sold. Once upon a time, I did try to separate like sides, what was sold, what wasn't sold. Things still got mixed up. But I am back on track for 100% on-time shipping, and you can use that to your full benefit if we load you up and ship a package out on Monday. How cool is that? But these are just really turning out to be a lot more adorable than I could have imagined. So I'm inclined to want to use more of these. I didn't think they were going to turn out that cute. But I think they are. Super cute. I love that. Like magical garden is kind of how I would term it. So switching topics again, back onto YouTube. Because David Christopher gets suggested a lot to me, and I enjoy his design themes, but since I've watched so many of his videos, I know so many of his secret techniques or whatever. And I was watching another person who's like renovating their house, but they did a whole episode about decorating for the holidays. And he was talking about how he had some big spots in the tree that kind of like holes, like didn't have enough decoration. And David Christopher would have just told him, use the big, ginormous ornaments. And which is what he ended up doing. Not that he used David Christopher, but I'm like, all you need to do is just get some big ornaments. He took his whole tree apart and redid it. Now, some of that stuff can just be like internet drama, but still, if I decorate a tree once, I'm not redecorating it that year. That is my thing. I'm just going to stop at one time. And here we go. So we've got these. These again are your 6-inch plant brackets. And after that, why don't we surprise Country Roads with Michelle? I did forewarn her that we might raid. And that'll be perfect because we won't have too much potential shipping cost loss, but I can try it. So I'll come back later and I'll see what I can do and see if the shipping discounts have reset or not. So this is for all 3 of these. And let's take a look. So you get all 3 black ones. Okay, now let's surprise Country Roads with Michelle. I think she should be here. She is showing up. And until the next time I see you, I will see you. I hope you can stay on to shop. Don't go anywhere. We're going to surprise Michelle. And until the next time I see you, I hope you can stay on to shop.
I'll stay on the shop. Thank you so much for the rain.